Alrighty, gang. I'm back at it again with another video. In this video, we'll be talking about the overview and how I feel about Path of Exile right now. Hold on. I'm not taking that out of the video. That's staying in. My sneeze. That's gonna be an iconic sneeze. But anyways, let's get into it. First off, this late in the league, how do I feel about Path of Exiles? I feel it's good. I like the league, the start for the league, the end for the league, the middle for the league. Like, my what is it? How do I want to put this? My thoughts for the league, like not thoughts, my playthrough of the league have been really good. Mid game, end game, and then been maxing the build and getting more stuff there. Might do more builds, but who knows? Probably not. Anyway, with that said, like, the build's good. Build's good, character's good. Now on to I feel the league is great, but let's get into more in-depth thought on it and stuff. I feel the game isn't empty, but isn't filled at the same time, if that makes sense. We've got a lot of content in the game already. You've got breaches, you've got deliriums, you've got the charge shit, other shit. You got lots to do in the game, alright? And in a sense of mapping is the only way to end game, which that is the main point of Path of Exiles. Like, we don't have the delve system. We don't have a delve system or any other systems in the game yet. That'll be like a side quest, which I think they should add. Stuff like that. That's not particularly contained to mapping like they do in PoE1. That's just me. Now, other than it feeling empty and filled at the same time, if that makes sense. The game to me feels empty and filled at the same time, whereas I'm doing the same content repetitively to a point. I feel to a degree, I feel wow, this is actually empty. But when I do one or two maps here and there, I'm like, wow, that's a lot of content in a map. And then when you really know the game and you really play the game, there's not a lot of content for a Path of Exiles game, because yes, Path of Exiles 1's been out for 10 plus years or some shit. Can't remember off the top of my head. And it has well over hundreds of different systems in the game that interact with each other in some form of way and really show off the gameplay and stuff. But with that said, we're only in 0.2.1 or 2 or something like that on the beta, which surprisingly, for this being a beta and this beta been lasting so long, is insane. Not gonna lie, that's an insane amount of time for the league to, or not the league, but the beta, for a beta to last. We're since December of last year, beta's been going on, and it's already into June of this year. That's insane for a beta. But hey, they want to perfect their game, they want to perfect their craft. So far, I think the game is really good. I really like what they got going on. I really like the game, like the skills, like the systems and stuff. Anything I dislike? Not really. I don't really dislike much, but yeah. The game is really nice in my opinion. Really nice. Any other critiques to the game, really, I'd have to say is that so far with the systems, the loot, I've noticed that loot drop rates are great. They don't need to change them. The economy is settled, so it's stabilized itself, so it's not that bad. We're not paying an arm and a leg for a divine or a chaos orb. 40, last I checked when I bought them last night, they were going for 44, 40 a piece on chaos orbs, so give or take that. But balancing itself out is getting much easier. Balancing out the the economy balancing itself out is getting much easier, which I also like too in the game. When like there's a lot that needs to be worked on in the department of crafting though. Like we need a solid crafting system because these luck chance rolls crafting like PoE1, PoE it's following PoE1's luck based crafting system where you have a chance of getting something good using certain currencies and higher chances using currencies in combination. But other than that, crafting system is I don't craft, I just buy my items, so like not even like a concern to me on how the crafting system works. I do craft, maps and stuff, but that's about it. I build my own maps and play through them and make sure they look nice and exalt them up and stuff. But then other than that, I don't really touch the crafting system unless, I'm really wanting to waste some currency on not even knowing how that shit works. That alone having 5,000 hours in the first game, not knowing how it works in this one. Well, actually, it's a little bit changed, but it's resemblance of itself. But yeah, but overall, like I think with us being so far into the game, so far into where we're at in the game, there's a lot more needing to be added to make the game feel more filled. Because, like I said earlier, maps. When you do little maps and you do like such high like dense like big maps that are like what 7 8 mods, and then you've got mods coming from the point on which it is, and then you got mods from the towers, and you got mods from here and here, all influencing the waystone itself and that map. It gets really overwhelming, but that's only when you're in late game having a fucking insane build that can tank everything. And with that said, with that said, I think like they just need to add another system in the game that's not connected to mapping like they do in PoE1, like the delve system type shit. Would be nice to see, so that it's not always pop a map in, run around for about 5 to 10 minutes in these large ass maps with all this content in it, and then done, and then repeat and rinse with these maps. But it is what it is. Little variations. I do have to say, the Wisp system is not my favorite, whatever it's called. That system they added with the little orb that floats around and shit. Like, I can't think of it off the top of my head. And then it should follow. That system there is new socketed jewels. I pretty much, I like those new socketed jewels. Or not jewels, not socketed jewels, the sockets for the new ruins. My bad. New ruins is what I meant to say. But yeah, the new ruins, they look nice. I like those ruins a lot. Extra movement speed off a ruin is insane if you've got perfectly crafted boots, whatnot, and all that good jazz. But yeah, yeah. But these are my thoughts and opinion. This game here, love it. Will I ever go back to Path of Exiles 1? Probably not, because PoE 2 has been taking up all my time, and I've been really liking PoE 2. I've been liking how the map. I really like the mapping system on PoE 2 better, because it is just it's what I prefer. Like, I don't have to look for the actual like typing of the map, like beach map, tier 5 beach map. No, I just get a waystone, find which map I want to do on the map piece that I have like on that I can see and that I have unlocked to be able to do, obviously. But like a large area gets unlocked when you do one map, so it's like you can see way more maps, and then you can pop your waystones in there at any tier, which makes it a lot easier on looking for certain maps, in my opinion. But anyways, those are like just sort of my how I feel this game is going and stuff. But like if you have any opinions, any feels for like this game and where it should go, what directions it should take, and what they should do with the game, just plop your comments down below on what they should change, what they should add to the game, and where they should go with the game. I definitely do want to see the new characters get added here in the next update. They need to do that quickly. They need to get these characters plopped out fast. Cause I've been wanting to break in a new character. That's something different. I want to try out these new classes that they were talking about. I want to try that out. But if you like this video, comment down below why you like this video and leave your opinions down below. And also hit that bell notification and that subscribe button so you never miss a video. Peace out. See you guys later. Check out the next video when it launches.